My name is Luhrs, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about unethical behavior in the workplace. Unethical behavior in the workplace is not uncommon. In fact, according to a survey by Corporate Responsibility magazine, 56% of those surveyed reported witnessing unethical behavior during their workday. Nearly half of those say they witnessed such behavior and did not make a report to management. There are many reasons why someone would partake in unethical behavior in the workplace. Monetary gain, career advancement, job security, retaliation, and ignorance are just a few. The most common unethical behavior in the workplace is employee theft. Whether for need, greed, or opportunity, 1 out of 10 small businesses go bankrupt, and they can attribute this to employee theft. Some types of employee theft include cash, raw materials, and merchandise. Cash can be stolen by skimming the cash register, overcharging customers, or writing company checks to yourself or someone you know. Raw materials used in making products and goods can be stolen, as well as merchandise in a retail situation. Merchandise can also be stolen while in transit from factory to store. Some examples of stealing time include abusing sick time, unauthorized time off, personal phone calls while at work, surfing the internet, and reading the paper. Many of us work with information, whether it's at a doctor's office, a bank, a law firm, or in business, and this information can also be stolen. Whether out of spite, revenge, or a feeling of entitlement, someone may partake in behaviors that are destructive in nature. Some examples of destructive behavior could be destruction of property, which is physical damage to either company equipment or personal property of an employer or a fellow employee. Harassment and bullying are examples of destructive behavior in the workplace. Sexual harassment, intimidation are destroyers of morale. Other examples include bullying a coworker, mistreating customers, negativity, starting and spreading rumors, sabotaging others' work, and making threats against the company. Unethical behavior also affects the environment. Pollution, destruction of resources, and the harming of wildlife are all examples of another destructive behavior. It is possible to partake in unethical behavior and not even know it. Some examples are building bombs or guns or bullets. You know they are going to be used for destruction, but you are just doing your job. Some people may be aware the work they're doing is unethical, but may dismiss it because they believe it's for a greater good or a worthy cause. Over the years, some big companies have gotten themselves into big trouble by their unethical practices. To make things worse, they were caught lying, placing blame, and destroying records to conceal their wrongdoing. This only compounded their problem. So what can be done to ensure an ethical workplace? Some suggestions would be to establish an ethics policy. Training all could be included as a new hire, or workshops for tenured employees. Set expectations. Let employees know what you expect of them, and let them know what they can expect of you. Also, by rewarding positive behavior, an employee is less likely to engage in unethical behavior to get the recognition they feel they deserve. Lastly, issue consequences depending on the severity of the occurrence. In order for these consequences to be effective, you must also follow through. The most important thing anyone can do to deter unethical behavior in the workplace is to recognize and address. An employer could establish an anonymous reporting line where an employee could feel comfortable in reporting instances and not feel that they will be retaliated against by a fellow employee or their employer. No matter what your position in the company, it is up to everyone to recognize and address unethical behaviors in the workplace.